We are ready to begin.
Picture everything you're fighting for.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's cast of Worcester Polytechnic Institute versus George Mason U. We are going to be heading right into it, as I may have undertimed the intro a little bit, but I am the only one here tonight. Just one second. Apologies for that. I apparently forgot part of my equipment in the other room, and I just needed to now grab it. Anyways, we are going to be heading right into op bands right away. Not many surprises here. Maverick, Clash banned the new operators. Not a lot of people want to deal with the new meta, and so they choose to forego it. Interestingly enough, Sledge has also gotten banned. Could it be that Worcester? No, George Mason, GMU banned them instead, which is, you know, interesting to me, especially considering the fact that if the enemy team has any evil eyes, it's going to be even harder to take them down. Starting off, we have Orange attacking, which is, in this case, Worcester Polytechnic. So how have you guys been? I am here. I am psyched for this match. I don't have a co-caster tonight. I am also the cameraman. We're gonna see how it goes. If I recall correctly, the fraggers on WPI side are possibly Coinman or even Grosserkatze, and then on GMU side might have been Bonsai, I believe, or Bohoja. I'm gonna say Bohoja, and if I'm incorrect, chat, you can feel free to just
attackers need to locate
correct
and
me.
use as many bombs as they can.
So right off the bat, we have we have a basement hold right out of the bat from the WPI, as expected in border. The only team that we've usually seen defy this is usually RIT, last season's champions. Usually opting to go for bedrooms instead, where they can have a pretty good hold of the double window. But it's a pretty standard mirror hold right here. One facing towards tower stairs, another one facing towards the laundry stairs. Opening up on a bit of an odd choice there by Smoke, opening up that side of the wall rather than the other one, where it's much easier to avoid getting shot from the hatch. But we'll see if that works out for him. GMU bringing the room clear right away. Well, looks like the attackers have already taken the lobby pretty handily. I'm not sure. Wow, it is an entire team of
Located by attackers.
just going to hold site. No roaming, except for maybe Coinman going around through meeting hall. Might run into an attacker here and there. Might be seeing a... Oh! Down goes Coinman 1863 to Chosen Out 1 GMU. Meanwhile, the rest of the attackers are having already a bit of trouble trying to push out into laundry. But the but WPI is ready for it. My KO stick watching those back stairs. They're really not letting them have it. As Grosser Katza tries to keep this down. Chosen One is going to get picked up and reset, as will CMAC 17. Doesn't seem like there's still a minute and a half to go. All of the hatches are open, and GMU looks primed to actually take this site pretty handily if they can get an advantage on perhaps body count. Oh, Bahoja also goes down, possibly for another reset. Very lucky there that they managed to get 2 resets without a single death. Definitely upping their chances by the second. Just the fact that they have that extra operator for flanking power, things are going to go down any second now. I'm going to go ahead and observe Katze. Katze is not aware of... Oh! Katze does not have a C4, so it looks like this particular plant will go down. GMU already primed for taking the first site. Mike Hailstick trying to do a long-range shot with the shotgun. Grosser Katza going down to Bohoja. This is not looking good for WPI at all. Not even watching their backs from tower or communicating. It is down to simply just the smoke. He's possibly going to get shot from the hatch. Yep, Chosen One on the hatch right now. The attacker's being very worried to keep track of where he's coming from. C4 is going to go up into the hatch. Thermite's going to get up, but Bohoja will get the final kill on Anub 123. Bohoja, so I am saying that correctly. Thank you very much. It doesn't necessarily feel like Worcester Polytechnic is coming out with swinging at all with this defense. That was a really easy take for the attackers. They lost Coinman early on in it. He just lost his gunfight. It's not that he was out of place or anything. He was holding an angle like he should. He just did not have the he just did not have the aim there for this for that gunfight right away. And after that, it just sort of fell apart. As I said earlier, you can very easily shoot operators from that hatch onto the basement. Not really much of a... It's a bit of a no-brainer there, where the defense went wrong. It seems that Worcester is just playing unprepared for what's going on. Worcester right away, even though they lost the first round, already moved up to the dorms. Not sure if they're doing this because they're not as well practiced as downstairs, but they have chosen to keep this site. Rook coming out, Pulse going out. Coleman is probably going to be holding from below in bathrooms or just a hallway in order to possibly get some C4 kills from below. Armory is going to get reinforced as well. Meanwhile, we're going to see the attackers spawn right away. All together, in fact, on front side. Oh, yes, they are moving in as a unit, which is very good for them. CMAC is going to go into the bedrooms and try to see if he can catch anybody unaware. No, instead he's going to try and put down a shield. He is making a lot of noise, and I would be surprised if Turtle did not shoot him. No, he did not. Turtle is going to clear this room and just call it quits on that droning action. CMAC not even going back. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's not even holding the bedrooms at all. While my KO stick will sit in armory. Turtle GMU will go ahead and try to get that open, and it will go through. Mute, what are you doing? Where did your charge go? Chosen One GMU. Oh, Chosen One and Road Boy will look for any roamers, but it doesn't seem like Worcester is really doing a lot of that roam game this time around. At best, they have my KO stick holding from armory. not really holding the right angle, but Grosser Katze will get a kill right away with the Karados after downing the Ash. Turtle will go down to a noob. And a noob will go down to Bonsai. The wall is open for the attackers. All they need to do here is possibly smoke and plant, but I think the only one that's left with smokes is... oh! Bonsai gets a headshot on my KO stick. Chosen One gets those. Nice. Oh. Grosser Katze overextends and gets shot by Bohoja. Bohoja gets C-Max 17. Is the plant going to go down? It doesn't seem like there's any defenders watching for it. It is literally down to Coinman. Chosen One GMU gets Coinman before the fuser goes down. Round 2 will go to George Mason University. So, what went wrong there? It really seemed like Worcester Polytechnic once again had a couple people who knew what they were doing, but they were just running off of practice strats rather than adapting to their opponent's strategy, which just pretty much ended up being, on one side, clear the roamers, which they almost did successfully. Actually, Grosser Katze getting a kill on the Ash, while I'm not sure where no, that was not Thermite, it was Jackal with the Ash. But in the end, the George Mason University still managed to come out on top despite losing perhaps just two attackers during that entire time. Worcester got easily picked off one at a time. That alibi going down shortly after. Looks like this time around though they are bringing a... oh my god, I am not sure that C-Max 17 has done a lot of practice with his team, because he is reinforcing in between, almost completely in between sites, especially where you can get a very nice angle from the kids' dorms into that double window in case they come in, and just shoot them through there. I'm not quite sure he quite knows what to hold and what to reinforce, but we're gonna trust that he knows how to play. Coinman into once again. Grosser Katze on the alibi. The attackers are all going to spawn. No, they actually decided to do split spawns again this time, with actually a roamer clear going out. The tower being the first option here. Will Grosser Katze come in behind him and actually... oh, he hears that. He knows that there's attackers in his tower at the moment. Do not peek that. That's going to be a bad idea. Bohoja trying to get into armory at the moment, where I think no. Is somebody holding it? Yes, my KO stick is holding it. He is ready for the repel, but Grosser Katze will come up and get Chosen One GMU, not expecting Roboy to still be in the attic and shoot back at him to get that refrag. 4v4, ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes to go. It looks like the Coinman is just doing, in general, bandit tricking, and is doing a very good job of it, as the attackers are trying to shoot him from below, it seems. Oh, open goes the hole, down goes my KO stick, and Coinman runs away from that wall. Roboy still holding an angle from attic, waiting for his team to be able to push in. Possibly getting alibied, I think one of the attackers just went. Roboy still holding the angle here. I think he can get spotted out by either a noob or C-Mac, but C-Mac is just not having it with peeking the angle, possibly told by his in-game leader to not do it. Meanwhile, a noob 123 is just going to go into dorms. Coinman is going to go down to Turtle. Your boy GMU is going to hit noob 123, and C-Mac will actually down the Ash, take him down. And it is down to C-Max 17 to hold this here, and down he goes to a headshot from Bonsai from GMU. Once again, Worcester Polytechnic Institute was slowly but surely taken down one at a time. We did see some good play from both Coinman and from Coinman, Grosser Katze, and my KO stick in just that very beautiful bandit trick, I must say. You know, unfortunately, instead getting the bandit charges destroyed with an ash charge right away. Just double checking that everything's working. Okay, we're good. What do you mean I sound a little off, Coffee? I have a new mic, and I personally think it sounds better. Right off the bat, they're going to be going back downstairs, I believe. Oh, I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. They did go downstairs completely. My KO stick. Let's hope that they learned from their last time and instead manage to do the right. No, my KO stick will once again open up the wrong wall. Which, as I noted before, and he's going to keep at it. If you open up this wall, you make any defenders trying to get onto laundry site very vulnerable to the hatch. You can see from right there that there is an angle directly down onto it, and it is not fun to play against at all. It's just not going to work out. I'm not sure why they're doing this, but they're going to insist on it. I apologize. Still getting over my sickness a little bit, but I can. The main entrance is going to get opened by Bohuja, while Bonsai will look down the hallway through garage. Seems that Grosser Katze is not entirely off site yet. Not sure why, but be that he is going to go for a sick frag here, completely missing one attacker, headshotting the other one. Bohuja goes down to Grosser Katze. Bonsai getting the frag onto Grosser Katze, and that refrag so very useful, especially on a rumor, and especially with how Chosen One is, how they needed that Habana, instead having to use an entire thermite charge on it, getting quickly alibied, but not really much. Oh, it looks like the defenders have opened up the other wall, which makes it so much easier to rotate in between laundry and supply room. Meanwhile, the attackers are priming themselves to do the final push, with Turtle here, Turtle pushing down the laundry stairs. Looks like the smoke will go down, and Turtle will get shot through the smoke by the defenders. Oh, Bonsai also getting down through the hatch. The attackers are not looking good right now, with two of their teammates down, one dead now. GMU was ripping it up, and now we're just immediately losing. Oh, that was a hit, ladies and gentlemen. You did hear and see blood splatter there. Roboy is alone back here in the tower, shooting back and distracting the defenders, but it is a 4v3. Roboy getting the frag onto a noob and finishing him off. 3v3 at the... No, it is not a finish off yet. Coinman will get Chosen One. Will be down to Bonsai shooting the alibi once again. I'm not sure what he's doing. Roboy getting a blast charge kill right away, and is going to possibly get peeked out by C-Mac here, who is actually choosing to go another way. Bonsai is left, and C-Mac gets a final kill on Roboy. He must have heard me. He must have heard me, and is willing to fight still. Honestly, anybody can shine in this game as long as they know how to hold an angle, in my opinion. GMU losing their first round to Worcester Polytechnic. Possibly either on bad luck or just lack of momentum. I do believe that once Turtle went down, their attack just halted. Possibly need to work on that. I also wasn't sure why Turtle didn't just crawl up the stairs where he would have been safe from bullets. Not really seeing much of there. Grocer Katze and Coinman did work together to destroy, no, not destroy, just to demoralize George Mason just a little bit, not a lot, but it was still a good amount that it completely halted their momentum, and they were left with a lot of lost time that they shouldn't have. Meanwhile, the Worcester Polytechnic still choosing to go with their setup, the same setup they have been doing for several rounds now. It is now round 5. The switch is coming up soon, so they better punch in at least one more victory. Otherwise, they are not going to make it on this map at all. It is going to be a hard time, because if they are as coordinated on attack as they are on defense, I do not see it coming out so well for them. Versakata still doing his job as a roamer. I do have to say, he is doing somewhat well. He is showing up to fight, and he is getting kills. No. Bohoja this time just not having it with a bandit. Trying to bandit trick, scaring away Coinman. Bohoja getting Grocer Katza. Will we see the Coinman push down here and get the kill on the attackers who are below bedrooms? Coinman is approaching slowly. He is, no, the angle was being held, but is no longer. Coinman is, I think, aware of where the attackers are, but oh, Coinman immediately gets attacked, immediately gets fragged out by Bohoja. And with this, the attacker should be clear to push towards bedrooms. Turtle already opened the walls into bunk. Bonsai and Chosen One GMU getting the noob who was trying to flank. Bonsai looking down the hallway. Turtle already getting into the site. It is down to CMAC 17 once more, and WPI goes down. I do tend to agree. I think WPI got very lucky with the kills that happened that round. Just getting a kill through smoke, getting a... I will say that Grocer Katz's headshot on the Hibana was very good, but at the same time, I believe the Ash shouldn't have run that last second into CMAC. If the Ash had been a little bit more patient, she could have gotten CMAC, but at the same time, there is not much you can do when if the player on the other end does not think as they would. You see a lot more less experienced players actually hold weirder angles to the point where sometimes people new to the game will take experienced players by surprise with, you know, the occasional yell of "Why the hell are they there?" and so on. Looks like GMU is set up for a very pretty defense here. George Mason showing off what you're supposed to be doing when you defend the site from here. No strategy is a terrible strategy, ladies and gentlemen, but sometimes you have to agree that some strategies are better if you execute them just slightly different. Like, for example, opening up the left wall from the south side of supply room instead of the right wall, inside of the closet. Like, few of them spawned. Sorry, I apologize. Three of them spawned junkyard. Meanwhile, a noob 123 and no, one man 1863 are going to try to push into blue. A noob 123 getting scared off by the yokai right away. It looks like their entire team is redirecting towards construction, however. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Maybe somebody should be going upstairs and clearing the tower. But that's just my opinion. They are droning, however, which is good. But have stopped. Okay. I'm just going to watch what's going to happen here. Bonsai is aware of the attacker's presence here. One man is going to go upstairs and possibly clear the tower. The Thatcher will get the mute charge, and Bonsai will not put down another one. Instead, CMAX-17 is actually going to back away from the wall despite having had it Thatchered already, and a line charge will be spent in order to open the wall instead. A lot of attackers stacked up here. Just one lucky clip could take him down. One man, however, is going to try to push into the tower. Bonsai is aware of the attacker's incursion here. Roadboy actually getting Coinman right away, not letting the attackers have his precious tower. Meanwhile, Turtle and Bonsai are going to have one hell of a time pushing away the attackers from blue. Oh, and CMAX-17 with a steady aim actually gets Turtle on that window. A second line call is going to go out. Bonsai does see the thermite, is getting overwhelmed by the attackers, and my KO stick takes down Chosen One GMU. Down goes Grosser Katsa to Bonsai. CMAX-17 gets Bonsai back, and there's three attackers on site at the moment, with Roboy behind them. Roboy, you have a C4, what are you doing? And then the last attacker's on your body! Oh no! CMAX-17 actually getting a lot of kills here. Up on the scoreboard as the top fragger for WPI. I'm not quite sure how that attack actually worked, ladies and gentlemen, but it seemed to be a lot of screw-ups from George Mason University's side. Just a lot of bad peeking, a lot of overwhelming, and not pushing down through tower at the same time. It just sort of fell into chaos as the defense tried to ascertain what was WPI doing. Spending line charges on opening up walls with Thermite's charge, putting the Ying upstairs while three of the attackers tried to push the same side downstairs through blue. And just how did Turtle get headshot when he was the one mirror peeking? It definitely happens, but at the same time, that should have been a textbook mirror peek right there. I think that was a very lucky kill. It was extremely lucky and then Roboy finally getting onto site and shooting one of the attackers, and then not noticing that he was on top of another one right away. What is this luck that WPI is having today? And can they reproduce it for another 4 rounds? Let's take a look at their quick setup, and it is the same textbook Mira setup. It looks like WPI is instead opting to go for that sorry. is opting to go through construction again. Not sure that they
The attacker's bomb diffuser
want to
has
do
been
that
dropped.
entirely,
Bomb
but
located
it
by
did
attackers.
work out for them last time.
Recovered the bomb
Let's see if they're better about it. Grocer Katze does have the IQ, but does not use the... Oh, there we go! Chosen One was waiting for when that IQ would finally spot him, and moved on. Chosen One picking a bit of an odd angle here. Oh, nope, you can still see the door from there. Coinman will open up the wall, and C-Mac will take his glass onto the other side of the site. A noob 123 getting shot by Bohuja right away, peeking back at the people who are destroying his precious barricades, and C-Mac 17 is going to back off to see if he can get a better angle on possibly a peek, and he does see him, shoots and whiffs onto Bohuja. Bohuja will get away unscathed. Seems that Coinman 1863 is trying to push forward, but is going to just miss the Legion. Bohuja is going to get Grocer Katze. Bohuja is going to get Coinman with the pistol, continuing his rampage, just not going nuts completely, but will finally get put down by my KO stick. I wish I had put it on Bohuja's vision there, ladies and gentlemen. C-Mac 17 is also down. It seems that the defenders are going to try to push up. You have C4, guys, come on! No, you do not have C4. I was wrong, actually. Turtle is going to fire a hail of bullets. Fire a hail of bullets down here, and I don't know why the attackers just are choosing to... Oh, Bonsai! Getting the kill on C-Mac. Just very bad here. I'm not sure why, but my KO stick goes down to Turtle. Match, and that is, we're going on to match point for this map, ladies and gentlemen. George Mason University saying, nah, you're not going to use the same strat last time. This time we've got you. Being very level-headed, they retained the same strategy and showed that it could work if they had the right variables. Good job, George Mason University. Keeping cool heads and showing off that they can do the job. A fuse coming out actually from WPI. Not sure how this will be particularly to their advantage. It could just be a 6-pick bluff, but it doesn't seem like it. They're not exactly going for that. Instead, it looks like George Mason University is instead going to get that 6-pick onto Jaeger, switching away from Ella. And WPI will go into the 8th round of this game.
Defuse as many bombs as they can.
Like George Mason University is using a very standard strategy here, putting a mirror window facing towards the bunks, and possibly a mirror window in the middle of the dorm's wall facing the double window. Yep, here it comes. This is a very effective strategy, typically, just on regards to the fact that those two windows will cut off the attacker's main 2 ways of planting. Meanwhile, meanwhile, the defenders will be able to peek very safely from their mirror windows without having to worry too much, unless you get, you know, you fire back as they're trying to do a textbook mirror peek. Starting off right away, it doesn't look like no, they do have one roamer. It is Roadboy GMU in Armory, watching for the attackers to make it into garage. I don't think they are going to go that way. Instead, they're spending their first minute of the round instead just in the west side of the building, or just outside the west side of the building, droning out, getting whatever cams that need to be gotten. And frankly, they are taking a lot of time here to grab any worthwhile angles. They're possibly trying to clear out some roamers with Bonsai just off in oh, Coinman getting a shot through the wall. I don't think he intended that. Oh, Road Boy picking up the refrag on Coinman. C-Max 17 picking up the refrag on Road Boy. Things are looking dire for both teams, especially with teammates down already. And Turtle is going to go for a drop here, and immediately is going to get Grosser Katza. Probably not aware that there's more attackers in Dining Hall. He does seem to be a bit blissful. Oh, but C-Mac going to pick up the kill onto Turtle. It seems that despite well, odds, C-Mac is actually very good on that glass. That fuse is actually being very useful to flush out any defenders that were in the bunk, completely destroying the strategy, which was just keeping the bunk. Oh! Chosen One from GMU getting taken down by the fuse charge, having chosen to just sit in the dorms. And it's down to just poor old Bohuja for the last 40 seconds. 3v1. Can he make it? Not sure. It'll depend on how the attackers choose to take that double window. Bohuja aware that there's a head there. He will get C-Max 17. The smoke grenades will go out before... Oh, the smoke grenades will go out before they have the barricade down. And Bohuja will shoot a noob 1-2-3 through the smoke. My KO stick is going to get shot by Bohuja. Bohuja, come on, you can do it! You're just missing him! And the shots will hit my KO stick. My KO stick will quickly try to repel up, but Bohuja will say no more to this and win the round out for George Mason University.
Defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser. Defender mission successful.
The first map goes to George GMU. Well done, boys. We are going to be taking a quick break here of 5 minutes, and we will be right back to you guys with that with the second map in just 5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Stay right there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. When we left off, George Mason University had just taken the map from Worcester Poly. That was Clubhouse. We are now in Villa, ladies and gentlemen. I have not streamed on Villa just yet, but I guess we're actually going to get to see some strats on it, which is going to be very fun for me, as is going to be very fun for me as I somewhat know the names of the sites. I've played a lot in it, but it's just not committed to memory as a lot of the other maps are. I apologize if, you know, anybody wants to yell at me in chat. Feel free, go ahead. It's part of the Twitch experience. Starting off, Worcester Poly is going to I guess target ban that Glaz, while GMU is going to target ban Jackal instead. Probably a thorn in their side last time. Really not wanting their roamers to get found out by them. Meanwhile, no, actually that was Worcester Poly's decision there. Now banning Jaeger on defense, and George Mason University picking up the next ban. Glaz, Jackal, Jaeger, and ooh, ladies and gentlemen, what are your bets? What are your bets? If you did not bet Clash, you have just lost. You can pay up in the comments with Kappas. Starting off right away, going already into the pick phase. Last game fared very badly for Worcester Polytechnic, as it seems that whatever strategies they had just was picked apart completely by George Mason, especially by Bohuja and Roadboy picking up a lot of kills left and right as they just entered site. No big deal, and took names with their bullets. Kicked ass and took names. With the last round ending in a sweet 3k for Bohuja, who had to clutch it out right away and actually managed to do it, shooting Glaz in the head as he repelled on the window to dorms as Fuse tried to enter through the double window, and as Dokubi tried to run away by simply rappelling up the building. Team configurations right now look pretty standard here. Maverick, Lion, Ash, Thermite, and Ying. It looks like we're having a bit of a loading issue for the Chosen One. Not sure what that's about, but if he doesn't time out, we should be fine. Oh, there we go. We have loaded in. I was a little bit worried, but
bombs from being defused by attackers.
no, not something I should have been worried about, apparently. Starting off with Games Room and Aviation. They are already sealing up that entire west wall, picking up even a castle here, which is interesting to me, and they're going to be sealing off the study from the hallway, meaning that they're possibly trying to get the attackers to only attack towards going into going directly from study into aviator, which should probably work here. I'm actually really curious to see what Turtle is going to come up with these mirror windows. With just holding a view into study right away, and lo and behold, look what the attackers have in store for them. Thanks, Siege. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, into the match. Should take but a second. We're probably going to load in, miss a couple of plays, but thankfully we still should still see a bit of it. I really do apologize for these connectivity problems. Okay, I see. So the sledge ban was for George Mason.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
Oh, right away, we already missed Roboy getting a frag onto Coinman, just holding on to this window for dear life. Meanwhile, Turtle is holding steady, is possibly going to peek this Ying. Yes, getting a headshot on my KO stick, just holding it, peeking it, watching it like a hawk, just for any opportunity to get a headshot on the attackers. Bohoja is going to go ahead and almost get shot on this window, is going to reinforce it and then run away. Turtle GMU just narrowly misses C-Max and Ano. And Bohoja comes around the corner and just destroys C-Mac and A Noob 123s. It is down to Grosser Katza, who is trying to run up from downstairs to get the diffuser, is possibly not aware of the castle bomb. No? That Bohoja is just around the corner. Will we see a frag from Bohoja? No, yes we will! Bohoja wins out the round with a 3-bang. Starting off the match very strong right away. Bohoja picking that up and running with it. George Mason's defense once again is not faltering at all. They are hitting the ground running as Worcester Polytechnic has to, as Worcester Polytechnic Institute has to try and counter them, but it just seems like they're running into the wall, the reinforced walls that the defenders have put up, and getting concussions from them right away. I apologize if my language is kind of colorful today. It is what it is, and it will be what it will be, and I am speaking in vague sentences in order to fill up time, because that's how I cast alone. Right away, Bohoja, 3-bang, first round. He is definitely having a good day today, ladies and gentlemen. Already headed into what seems to be, instead, a living room and office, I believe. GG Ubisoft, indeed. Choosing living room and office is interesting. Typically, most teams go for a kitchen hold, which allows a lot more flanking opportunities, both from the downstairs and from the upstairs, onto most of the ways that attackers make it onto site. But we're going to go ahead and see. Oh, Roboy possibly peeking? No, instead he's going to be just tossing a Valcam out there just to know when to peek out onto the attackers. Not much of an interest. There's not much interesting going on here with how the defenses are set up. There's a lot of roaming coming out from George Mason University here. Oh, I hear a grenade. CMX-17 rocking that sledge now that he can't pick glass. And WPI has entered the bedrooms. I will give WPI this. They are not shy when it comes to entering the building in a lot of these rounds. And we've seen on stream before a lot of just hesitation with trying to enter site. That might be a little bit undeserved, or oh, Robo. Turtle still roaming Rook, running away from kitchen just as the attackers have made it onto there. I'm not. Nope, down. Roboy getting the frag on CMX-17. Meanwhile, Rosakata trying to determine where those roamers are. Roboy still looking to hunt down whatever attackers are left upstairs. Oh, he's got the angle. He's got the shots. He managed to hit a noob 123, but does not manage to finish him off. Instead, choosing to put a cam down on the floor. Oh, yeah, that is a very clever way to use that, especially in All of WPI's momentum has stalled out, though, as it is now Grosser Katza and Coinman downstairs trying to push the west side of site. Meanwhile, Roboy getting a noob 1-2-3, leaving my KO stick alone upstairs to fend for himself, trying to not get peeked out by the yokai drone and possibly get concussed here. Coinman is going to peek this out, and Bonsai is going to choose this very moment to... I should just keep the cam on Roboy, and... I just cannot keep up with them, ladies and gentlemen. They are just fragging so quickly left and right that I would probably need an additional set of eyes in order to be switched back to them that quickly. George Mason University coming out strong. Just in both of the starting rounds to Villa, just not letting up at all from the I guess this is 4 rounds in a row that they've won, actually. There was a bit of a lull in how in when they were winning on in Clubhouse in Oregon. Yeah, Oregon. Sorry, Oregon, not Clubhouse. Apologies. Okay. Everything's fine, ladies and gentlemen. Worcester's Polytechnic Institute really needs to go back to the drawing board and see what they're doing wrong with their strats. I am not sure whether or not they're playing with a lot of subs on their team right now, but it seems like a lot of them don't know. A couple of them don't know their team's strats, and therefore they just get held up in doing the little duckling thing where you just follow around the player with a little bit more experience and try and back them up in case anything happens. Although pushing together is a thing, you usually try to cover different angles instead of all getting caught up in getting picked off by the Valkyrie one by one by Roboy. I think we're going to be watching Roboy a little bit more closely here. Oh, nice scamp spots. Ooh, I believe some people in the chat. I believe Roboy could get a little bit aggressive here, but possibly not. They're choosing to go all the way down into the basement, which I actually don't see a lot of people do nowadays. Turtle actually rocking Mira this time around. Looks like the attackers have made their way onto the outskirts of bedrooms. Possibly did not drone out that mirror window. Oh, the Twitch drone, however, is going to get one of the mirror windows and get shot down. Oh, Grosser Katza will whiff onto Bonsai, and Bonsai will be wary of that mirror window now, instead choosing to take a much more careful approach, trying to peek out the lion, but not exactly get the kill. Hang on, ladies and gentlemen, we might have a shot here. Oh, he whiffs! And Roadboy, though, is going to get taken out by CMAX 17 with his always a steady aim.
Cover me! Reloading!
Oh. The noob 123 trying to push out into astronomy. Meanwhile, CMAC is trying to cover him, but does not cover the angle and lets a noob 123 get pokeballed by Bohuja. Bohuja is going to try to come up from the other side, downs the Dokubi, and then takes out my KO stick. CMAX 17 showing that a steady aim and a good angle pick is always favorable in this game. Is going to immediately back off from Bonsai. Bonsai did not miss that. In fact, oh, another lion call will go out. CMAX 17. Oh, Bonsai takes out Grosser Katza. It is down to just Coinman and CMAX 17 stuck in the bedroom for the last minute of the round to try and plant, and the plant will go down, ladies and gentlemen. No, they dropped the diffuser. It is down to just C-Mac. It doesn't seem like C-Mac knows what's happening. Boja gets another 2-bang. No, this was a 3-bang for Boja, I believe, this time around. Getting the Dokubi, getting the sledge, getting... what was that? Thatcher, getting... just... Overall, Boja coming out on top with that 99 damage pistol. George Mason University still showing off their supremacy here. Keeping that consecutive rounds won going. Not letting Worcester have any ground at all in Villa. They came prepared. This was their pick. They wanted this because they know how to play the fence here. They know how to pick them. They know where to go. Worcester needs to possibly do a bit of a better job splitting up the jobs and attacking from different angles, and instead of picking the same bedroom to come in through, because it definitely did not work there. They were slowly but surely taken down by Road Boy, by Bohuja, who just knew when to peek and to be bold. In fact, Bonsai was a doc who should not have been out in astronomy after that, despite after the call out for there being a sledge watching from bathroom, but was still allowed to go out there and revive Bohuja. The frag should have been confirmed, and it was not. Instead, CMAX 17 chose to back off from the Caveira and just let them, and instead let I apologize. And instead let the Cav get picked back up and frag the last two attackers. Oh, it looks like Grosser Katsa is here, very close to getting fragged out here. Road Boy is aware of where he is. Doesn't look like Grosser sees the cam. No, he does see the cam, and Grosser is going to... Road Boy getting the frag onto Grosser, immediately punishing him for looking away from the door. Bohuja getting shot from the window by Coinman. Doesn't look like he'll be adding any more strikes to that gun just yet, ladies and gentlemen. Instead, it is Coinman who will add to his scoreboard, going up to 2 kills. Mix 17 still being very steady with his angle holds, which is a good thing. Road Boy still in study, still winning. He put another Valkyrie drone down and is trying to distract Twitch with that Valkyrie cam, and is going to go for the peek here. And down goes the noob 123 to Road Boy. Once again, another trap completely used by using those Val cams as a distraction and going for very cheeky peeks onto the balcony. It looks like WPI has lost most of their momentum here. It's 50 seconds to go, and 2 of their attackers are down. Coinman just trying to find any defender who is out of place. Not really finding any roamers though, as they've all collapsed onto site. While Road Boy will return to his return to study and hold the angle from there. Oh, Turtle getting CMAX 17 right away. I am hoping that Road Boy gets Coinman here. Instead, Coinman gets Bonsai. Turtle gets my KO stick, and it is simply down to Coinman in L, in Classical Hall, to push somewhere. Can he get 3 frags in 5 seconds? I don't think he can. Oh, the C4! does not see the C4 and runs right on top of it. If you heard that, was my mic detaching from surprise at the C4 kill we all got to witness, ladies and gentlemen. That was amazing. Usually you see a Kobe throw, you don't see a late trap throw of a C4 in you know, a competitive setting here. It's pretty good. That was a very cocky throw for a C4. And it definitely was better than just seeing the round time out. It was very, very disrespectful. Oh.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Defenders going ahead and picking picking up once again living room office. Definitely know what they definitely know how to hold this site. Possibly going to have Roboy roam upstairs near Aviator or Statue. Meanwhile, CMAX, meanwhile, Chosen One GMU will possibly just stay in this room. I actually really like how he's chosen to hold this here.
5 seconds to insertion.
And Turtle will once again roam downstairs, with Roboy covering the upstairs and
Attackers are moving to defuse
Turtle
bombs.
covering the
Defender is
downstairs.
approaching a kill zone.
He's possibly waiting for one of the attackers to try and enter through the barrels, but I don't think he'll find anyone. Coinman bringing out the Blitz, king of 1v1. Could it be that he's getting a little bit impatient on taking out roamers and is taking matters into his own hands? Oh, here goes C-Mac using that hammer for good. Grocer Katsa, it doesn't seem like there's any roamers near them. Mostly, but I could be wrong. Turtle could come around the corner in the future, but it doesn't look like he's going to. I think he's gonna try to peek through here.
Attackers
1, 2,
recovered
3.
the bomb diffuser.
Where
The attacker's
are
bomb diffuser has been dropped.
one man and a noob is going to try to push down there. He is wary of the black eye. Does not see it light up in his vision, and is instead choosing to push up as Blitz. Roboy keeping a nice clear watch on that. Instead choosing to remain upstairs. He does hear the attackers below him prepping with a claymore to make sure that he doesn't come down, or not actually. This attack is going by very, very slowly at the moment. No, I feel like it will light up in just a little bit, but WPI is taking their sweet, sweet time. I am waiting, just waiting for Roboy to come down and do a very, very sick and disgusting flank that we're all going to be grossed out by. Oh, and if he was going to do it, it's now. Down goes the line. Gets shot back, but the refrag is not today, ladies and gentlemen. Instead, Coinman is going to push up. C-Mac is going to get Chosen One GMU. And Coinman, oh, he's going to get shot from behind by Bohoja. And Bohoja is going to fight back onto the stairs. Turtle GMU is going to get my KO stick. Roboy getting a kill with the D. Now literally down to C-Mac 17. Oh, trying to get on site, but Turtle comes around the corner and frags him down. George Mason University going 5 consecutive rounds. 0-5 for GMU. Just not letting up, not even letting Worcester get a step on site. Is this the end for them? Is this where the dream dies for Worcester? Taking out an 0-6 on their second map on week 2? No, we still have 5 weeks to go, ladies and gentlemen. They'll improve. They'll come back. They'll dust themselves off and show that they can do it. Everybody loves a good underdog story, don't they? Going off into the 6th pick, both teams have swapped sides, and it is now George Mason's turn to attack. GMU is probably going to show off some of their nice entry frags that they did last time. Let's hope there is no BMing here and there, but we will possibly see
Attackers need to locate
very audacious plays coming out. Starting off with Game Room and Aviator. Definitely not going to be slowing down. I hope that they know how to do the hold here. Oh, it does seem like they do know how to do it, but that's not really letting them fall through. One of the most popular strategy for holding Games Room and Aviator here is, oh no, oh, that is the wrong side. Oh, that's okay. It can still work. Is holding the left side of the Aviator wall so that you can shoot off any Hibana charges that fall onto the mirror window on in Game Room. Okay, I don't think that was intended, but GMU is already at the door, howling at them and howling with bullets. The howling commandos are here. The roamer, alibi, Grosser Katze getting shot and not expecting the fragger to come around the corner. Bohuja being nutty again, getting that frag. The attackers taking the bottom floor, choosing to instead forego the balcony, knowing that they'll have a much better time just entering the building and taking names as much as they can. Oh, C-Max does see the Maverick hole in time. Bohuja getting another kill onto a noob 123. My KO stick. Oh, Bonsai getting the frag onto Coinman 1863. I do believe Chosen One has gone down, yes, but that he will get revived and be back up at 50. Oh, C-Max 17 holding a nice angle and getting it. Let's go to his view now. He is aware that he is in a very bad position here. My KO stick will go down, and it is down to C-Max 17. Just holding that angle alone in the game room, not much else. I do believe he will get droned out here, but unaware. Oh, he will turn away and get droned out. The plant will go down in Aviator, and Bonsai will finish off C-Max 17 as he turns away, giving the win to George Mason University. Ladies and gentlemen, George Mason University are your winners for this map and winners for this match. Right away, doing their very, very best. I have to say, they came very well prepared, and this will be all of our stream for tonight. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for putting up with me tonight. This has been our stream. If you would like to watch our more consistent streams on the main channel every Tuesday, Thursday, 7 and 9 p.m. whenever we have matches that don't get rescheduled, please do follow R6NAUSL on Twitter. Follow me here, follow R6NAUSL Twitch channel, who is very graciously hosting us right now, and we will catch you later.